My name is Travis Cornett. I'm an LVN and I'm going to read my paper about my hero. See, my hero. To be honest, I've had several heroes throughout the life, but one has come to mind since I've joined the medical field, and that person is Dr. James Chandler. I've always looked up to Dr. Chandler since he delivered me and all my siblings, and he was a family doctor until he retired because of health reasons when I was about 25 years old. Dr. Chandler was never shy to voice his opinion to my parents or other family members since he was an old country doctor, but also he was a very intelligent man. I remember when I would go in for an annual checkup or even for a cold, he would make time to sit with me and talk to me about my life, give me advice about school and advancing my education. He even let me use him as a reference for work to help me get my first job at the county jail. I remember getting checked up before I started working in the oil field, and he advised me to go into the medical field. At the time, I didn't think I was smart enough to even attempt something like this, but he believed in me. Even though I was just a patient of Dr. Chandler's, I felt as if we had a bond because he seemingly watched over me my entire life. Now, Dr. Chandler was an old-timey Southern doctor who valued his religion and his community in which he served. I looked up to him because he was born and raised in a small town just outside of Beeville, Texas, which is my hometown. He had gone on to do bigger and better things for himself, and he still came back to the community in which he was raised. He fought for his country in the Vietnam War and received several commendations. After that, he came home from the war. He had gone to the medical school at Baylor College of Medicine. He opened his practice in Beeville, Texas in the early 80s and began taking care of people from then on until he couldn't take care of others. I remember the last couple of visits I made to the doctor's office when he was still working. He would come in and talk just like he did the old times and check on me. I remember him writing a prescription one time when I had the flu. He was writing me some medication for the flu, and I remember him falling asleep when he was writing the prescription. He was so tired from the medication he was on while battling his illness, but he still cared about his patients more than he did himself. He didn't want to abandon us even when he could barely care for himself in the end. I remember when I started nursing school, I was able to visit Dr. Chandler once, and he seemed so proud that I finally listened to him and went into the nursing. Even when he was at his worst, he still cared and wondered how I was doing. He was a strong man and cared for the welfare of others until he passed away this year. In my conclusion, Dr. Chandler was a brave man who fought for his country. He believed in his community and he cared for us. He delivered thousands of babies over the years, including myself and my siblings. He had a strong work ethic that reminded me of my father and always cared for his patients over himself. These are just a few of the reasons I looked up to Dr. Chandler, and I want to be a part of my community like he was, and have people look up to me like so many have looked up to him over the years. Thank you.